Hello, welcome back. Today we are going to learn about files in Python. Okay. Previously we have learned about the basics of programming in Python. We have also seen how the conditional and the loops work. We have also seen how the data structure work. Okay. Inside the data structure we have seen how the tuples list and also the dictionary and sets work. Okay. So from now today we are going to learn about what is file in Python. Okay, so let's start. So before that, I won't go much deep into the theory portion because some of the important concept I am going to explain. Rest will be your practicals. Clear? So let's start. What is file handling in Python? As the name suggests, file handling through Python. We will handle file using the Python. Okay. So it has two important points to remember in file handling. Okay, two important points, that is reading data from a file and writing data into a file. These are the two important functions in files. Now, why we need file handling in Python? Instead of storing data only in variables, we can store permanently in files like text.csv, then we have csv, then log files. Okay, how it is helpful? File handling allows us to create, read, update, delete, and file using the Python. It also helps to store data permanently instead of losing after the program ends. So here you can see what it says. Instead of storing data only in variables, what we did in before is to store data in a variables. Okay, and that data is valid only when the program is running or the file is open. Once the file of that program closes, then the data will lose. Okay, so in order to keep those data permanently, we are using the files. Okay, so what type of files we are going to deal with? Text file, csv file, log files. Okay, so now let's see how is file handling helpful. Okay, so whenever we are learning something, we need to know what is the use of these things. Okay, we are learning file, so how it will be helpful? We can create a file using the programming. Okay, not by clicking on the computer graphics. We can create through the code. We can read. After creating, we can read the file, what is inside the file. We can update. For example, you have written some hello world, you can update with hello world, welcome to the Python. Clear? You can delete the file. Once it is done, you can delete the files using the Python command. Clear? Second point is it helps us to store data permanently. Okay, as I have said, it helps to store data permanently. Even if the computer closes, you came back tomorrow again, the file will be there since it is stored like a small databases in your computer. Clear? So now let's start with the main point, that is the main topic, file function in Python. The first function is open. Okay, so this is the most important function. Why? Because without opening the file, you cannot read, you cannot update, you cannot delete, and so on. So for that, first of all, you need to open the file. Okay, so here the syntax, file will be a variable name equal to open file name dot txt dot csv or anything else. Okay, then the mode. Mode means either you want to open in a read mode, write mode, or appending mode. Okay, this will see, this one have topics of read, write, and mode. Okay, we'll see differently this one. For now, just concentrate here. File, open, file name, and mode. Okay, here this mode, if you don't pass the mode, by default it will take the read mode. Okay, clear? Now let's start with the mode. Since we have talked about the mode, there are three different types of mode in Python files. The first one is read mode. Okay, second one is write mode, and the third one is append mode. Clear? First we'll start with read mode. What the read mode will do? It is a default mode. Okay, if you don't pass any mode here, it will take as the read mode. Clear? It used to read a file. Okay, for example, you have a data.txt. Once I pass read, it will just open and read a file. Okay, clear? Then it is to throw an error if the file does not exist. For example, you have opened this one, file open data.txt. If data.txt is not present in your computer, then it will say that file does not exist. Clear? Then print read file, whatever you have read. Okay, let me show you practically. So we have a file called open data.txt. What it will do, it will open the file and it will give in the file variable. Okay, then we'll say print file.read. Okay, I will show you the example. You can see here, hello Python, new line added in data.txt. Okay, you can see here, hello Python, new line added in data.txt. For now I will remove this one. Okay, just save this and again run the file. You can see hello Python. That means we are reading from the data.txt file and displaying here using the print function. Clear? Yes. Now just comment this out. Since we have completed the read one, we'll jump into the write mode. So what the write mode will do, it will create a file if does not exist, overwrite the existing content. Okay, for example, you can see here this one, file open data1.txt in write mode. Okay, first I will show you with the existing one, hello Python file.close. Okay, so you can see here data.txt, what does it has? Hello Python. Okay, I want to add some more. Hello Python, are you? Okay, you can see here clearly what is written, hello Python. So once I write hello Python, how are you, using the write function, what it will do, it will override this one. It will remove this and it will replace with hello Python, how are you. Then file.close. File.close means it will close the file after the writing. Okay, just remember this one is not mandatory, but it is very good practice to use file.close. Clear? So when I run this, okay, so no error, which means it has run successfully. Now if I go to data.txt, you can see hello Python, how are you has been added. Okay, before it was hello Python, so it overrides and write hello Python, how are you. Clear? I hope it is clear. File open data.txt, then write. Okay, write is your mode, then hello Python, how are you will be your writing data. Clear? So write mode will erase all the old content and write the new data into the file. What was our old content? Hello Python. It removes these things and write again this thing back to the file. Here. Now I will show you. Okay, file data, say hello.txt, new file. This file doesn't exist. You can see here hello.txt doesn't exist. What we are writing? We are creating a new file. Okay, using the write mode. Okay, since the file doesn't exist, it will create a mode. Okay, then file.write hello Python, how are you. Okay, then I will say here hello users, how are you. Then file.close. When I run this, you can see the new file has been created called hello.txt. Let me check where is hello.txt. This one. You can see hello users, how are you. So this is how it creates a new file once it doesn't find the original file. Okay, now we have a last one, is that is append mode. Okay, what the append will do, add content at the end. Okay, it is not like read or write file. What does the write file do? It just create a new file. It doesn't append, it doesn't add a new content. Okay, so it add contents at the end of the file, does not delete the old data. Here in the write mode, it deletes the old data. Okay, in append mode, it doesn't delete the data, it actually update the data. Fine. For example, this one I will show you practically. File open.data.txt. Just now we have created hello, right? Hello. What is inside the hello? Hello users, how are you. Okay, so when I say file.write new line added in hello.txt. Okay, file.close. So once I run this, okay, and go to the hello.txt, you can see new line has been added. So this is the power of Python. You can add, modify data using the Python program. Okay, so these are the three modes that I have already discussed with you. Okay, I hope you are clear with this topic. Okay, in the next class we are going to reading files in Python. Okay, the different technique how we can read the files. Okay, so we will stop here. Thank you.